12 can be thought of as the spiritual snowball principle. So we all know what a snowball is. When a snowball begins to roll down a mountain or a hill, it's easier to stop when it's at the top of the hill. When it continues to roll and it gains momentum and speed, it can be hard to stop. And temptation works the same way. Temptation is easier to stop or to fight when it's in its seedling form, when it begins to take hold. And if we let temptations linger, we run the risk of having them grow into something unmanageable. Now, how to fight temptations is another matter. Some saints have been known to do some pretty radical things, like throw a bucket of water over their heads or jump into a rose bush at the smallest hint of temptation. I'm not necessarily condoning those methods, but there is something to be said for doing something physical in order to fight temptation, especially when the temptation is to commit a physical sin. So for example, some spiritual directors instruct their directees to kneel down and make the sign of the cross at the first sign of sin, for example. So it's basically do whatever the person needs to do in order to fight the temptation to sin when it's in its seedling form before it grows into something uncontrollable.